think the exact wording I replied with was, I feel like I've been waiting for this email for my whole life. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that I've meant to do a video on before, but haven't actually gotten to yet, which is basically how I started working with Glossier on a gifted basis, on an affiliate basis, and also on a paid basis. This has been a long time in the making, so I'm gonna do my best to kind of break down the timeline of when I first discovered the brand and then how we kind of started talking together and getting to the point that I'm at with them now. If you are new to my channel and you're just clicking on for the first time today, my name is Austen and I am a New York City-based beauty and style content creator. I've been here on YouTube for almost 3 years and I've been blogging since 2012. If you're watching this video because you are also interested in creating beauty content, I would love to have you subscribe and stick around. I put out new videos every Sunday and my videos are pretty much a 50-50 split between beauty product reviews and then tips for content creators specifically geared towards beauty and style creators. So if that's of interest to you, please subscribe, like this video if you find it helpful, and turn on the notification bell to get notified every time I upload. I also wanted to say I'm wearing a bunch of Glossier products on my face today, so all of those will be linked down below, and the FTC disclaimer says this at the bottom, and I always indicate it, but these are affiliate links through Glossier's specific affiliate platform, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later in the video. Let's back up and talk about when I first discovered Glossier, which I believe was back in 2016. I actually had a friend, Ava, from college who was interning at Into the Gloss as they were kind of starting to launch Glossier, so I had heard about it from her, and then in my time when I was an editor at Nylon magazine, we got a lot of the products sent to the office, and once the beauty department would test them out, if there was anything they didn't want, they would often end up in a free bin, which we were allowed to kind of go through and take product home, which is how I really got to try some of the first Glossier products. I even dug up an old issue of Nylon. This is the May 2017 issue with Rowan Blanchard on the cover, where we talk about cloud paint in the beauty news section. So this was kind of back when that first got released, and I'll insert an Instagram photo of when I got to try out the cloud paints when they first came out. And honestly, I just started posting about the brand organically on Instagram and on my blog, Keep Calm and Chiffon. In March 2017, I published a blog post called How My Skincare Routine Has Changed in the Last Year, and I reveal the shocking horror that I didn't have a skincare routine before that. When I first kind of started working at Nylon, I was primarily interested in writing about fashion and art, and beauty had obviously always been connected to fashion and art, but it wasn't an initial passion of mine the same way that fashion was, and I very much fell into the beauty world while I was working there and while I was doing my blog on the side too, which actually led to my current job where I'm the beauty content director at a tech startup called Jump Rope. So anyway, I wrote this blog post, and I also started writing more blog posts when I started doing little product roundups and makeup, and I was always scared to talk about beauty for so long because I felt like I wasn't an expert in it, but I realized that through the lens of my blog, the one thing I could talk about was my own personal experience with beauty. Glossier was a big part of my introduction, not just to skincare in general, but also to the beauty community. I mean, it was founded from Into the Gloss, which was a blog and a community of readers and people who were interested in beauty and fashion and all of these other things too. And so that kind of also helped me really get involved in that kind of community. Somewhere in the early days of all of this, I did apply to be a Glossier rep, but I wasn't getting any answers back from them. I had filled out the form, I think 6 times, and at that point, I didn't know this then, but they were planning on revamping their rep program and eventually turning it into more of the affiliate program that they have now. Just because I didn't get to be a rep when that kind of first became a thing, it didn't mean that I was going to stop posting about the brand, because I genuinely loved it. And I'm part of an influencer platform called For, where if you're an influencer, you can sign up and kind of see and track your influencer insights. You can apply to work on campaigns with brands and stuff like that. And if you want a video more about how to work with brands, I have that I can link above for you right now. But For also has a content tool, and I decided to go in and search the term Glossier to see how much content I've posted about it over time, and it is so much. I'm not saying that if you want to work with a brand that you have to post as much as I've posted about Glossier on my various platforms, but I have to say it definitely doesn't hurt, and it actually might help. And then in June 2017, I actually launched this YouTube channel, and one of the first videos I ever posted on my YouTube channel was a product review of birthdaybalm.com from Glossier. I will link that video on the screen if you want like a super throwback from my channel. If you're bored right now and haven't gotten a chance to watch some of my older videos, there's plenty of them. But this video was actually really meaningful for both me and my channel because I realized how many views that video was getting and the power that single product review videos have here on YouTube. It's also a massive reason of why I decided on 2020 to focus only on beauty product reviews and content creator tips here on my YouTube channel. And I was really enjoying getting to see the views and read the comments, and these videos performed especially well when there was a new product drop. So it almost became a known thing on my channel that I would review Glossier products every single time right when they dropped, which I've still kept up for almost 3 years now. And when I was a full-time freelancer, if there was a new Glossier product drop, which since I wasn't working with them at the time, I would have to find out about the same time as everybody else. I would drop whatever I was doing that day, go from my New York City apartment in Brooklyn to the Glossier showroom, pick up the new product, come home, film, edit, and upload the video as fast as possible to be one of the earliest people there posting about it. I knew there were a lot of people who were going to be searching for the video topic, and I knew that there was going to be low competition. So now when you search for a product review of pretty much any Glossier product that was dropped in the last 12 to 24 months, you'll almost always see me on the first page of those results. I totally credit the product reviews taking off for the reason that Glossier ended up finally reaching out to me, and that happened I think in April of 2019, so almost about a year ago now. So a community rep reached out to me and asked if I wanted to kind of get more involved with the Glossier community and especially Glossier Play since it had just launched in March of last year, and obviously I said yes. I think the exact wording I replied with was, "I feel like I've been waiting for this email for my whole life," which is so dramatic, but totally applicable in this situation. I remember they sent some color slide pencils to do a little color slide challenge over on Instagram that I was more than happy to participate in. And then at the end of the month, I got another email inviting me to an event at the old Glossier showroom, so that headquarters space above where the showroom is now, with none other than my forever girl crush, Katie Jane Hughes. If you don't know KJH at this point, she is thebomb.com. She's a makeup artist, but has also really built up her own personal brand. She does lots of tutorials on Instagram Live and Instagram Stories. I've personally learned a lot from her and would highly recommend you check her out and go follow her if you are in the beauty world. But yeah, so at this event, not only did I get to meet Katie Jane Hughes, which is a dream of mine, truly, but I also got to meet the Glossier team in person and actually just put a face to a face and really get to know them and talk to them more. And this was, I think, the game changer. So after continuing to stay in touch with the community rep, I got approached about two things, one of which was the newly revamped Glossier affiliate program, which I am now a part of, and the other was to do a paid YouTube video. So the paid video that we worked on together, I can link on the screen. I basically did a full face of Glossier with some of my fall favorites, basically just really warm tone cloud paints, some of the color slide pencils and fun things like that. So that was a really fun paid collaboration that we got to do together. But all of the other Glossier videos on my YouTube channel up until that were all organic content that I created. To explain a little bit about how the affiliate program works, I'm sure you are familiar with affiliate links if you are a beauty content creator, you know, through Reward Style, Shop Style, or Amazon affiliates too. I mainly use Reward Style, and if you've ever clicked a link for something of mine through Reward Style, then I may earn a small commission for it. Glossier also has their own affiliate links and their own affiliate program. That is really great incentive for me as kind of a brand affiliate, a brand ambassador in a sense, to promote the products that I really love and also get a little kickback for recommending them to you guys. So the paid affiliate commission that I would make is if I post a Glossier product like one of the ones linked down below and you click through and actually purchase it, then I get a 20% or 10%, whatever the amount is, affiliate commission from that. And so that is the kind of paid component of affiliate programs, but that is definitely different than having a paid sponsored YouTube video. That was more of a flat fee for one specific project, whereas the affiliate fees kind of vary depending on the product prices, and they come in smaller amounts over time. If I could give you a couple of key takeaways from the past 4 years that have eventually led me to work with one of my dream brands, I would say, first of all, just be a genuine fan and don't be afraid to post organically about the brand. I feel like as someone who's been doing the blogger influencer thing for a long time now, you know, there are a lot of people who say you shouldn't work for free. And I get that to a certain extent. I mean, I am all about getting paid for your ideas and getting paid for your work. I literally wrote a whole ebook about it. But at the same time, I feel like if you actually love the thing, you would be posting about it anyway. I think another thing is just being a part of the community, like wanting to talk to and engage with people about these kind of things. Sometimes hosting giveaways on Instagram like I've done before, leaving comments on posts on Into the Gloss. I mean, just being able to respond to other people or see what they have to say about things. That was initially a big draw of the brand for me, and I like being able to have that kind of community and text my friends who also shop the brand or have them ask me for product recommendations. Like, I could really talk about that for a long time. And then if and when you either pitch yourself or the brand approaches you about working together, know your worth and use the community that you've built up over time and the, you know, organic content that you've posted about that brand as a negotiation tool to get a rate that you feel really comfortable with and that you think will give that brand a return on their investment. So I think that's my whole story. I'm sure there will be questions, so if you have any, please feel free to leave them down below. You could also always email me. It's just hello@austentosone.com. I know that sometimes we don't always email with these things, but if you do have any more like detailed questions or something you don't want to leave just in the public YouTube comments, that or DMing me on Instagram is also always an option. I also wanted to say a big thank you to all of my YouTube subscribers, because without you guys, I never would have developed this relationship with Glossier, and it's been something that is really fun and just like so exciting to get to talk to about and tell people about, to say that I've worked with them both on a paid and gifted basis. I mean, I think that that is really cool. Like, not to be such a fangirl, but it honestly is just the coolest thing. And if I could have ever picked one dream brand to collaborate with, I can't believe that I got to actually make it happen with Glossier. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had planned some beauty product reviews for next week, but since I have been quarantining here in New Jersey, I actually didn't bring like my full supply with me. So I have only 2 pink pouches, of course, filled with makeup products over here, most of which are not new necessarily. So I'm trying to figure out what next week's video will be about. If you have any requests, please leave them down below. And if you want even more kind of creator tips and career advice goodness from me, I do have my free newsletter that goes out every Wednesday. You can find it at austentosone.com/subscribe. It's great for bloggers, freelance writers, small business owners, and more. I hope you're all hanging in there. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch me. I hope that you are mainly trying to fuel yourselves and just consume content that lights you up, in addition to consuming the kind of necessary news content that we need to be aware of to just know what's going on in the world. But I'm happy to be able to do this and create content and show up and let you know that I'm here with you and going through the same things as well. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye!